You know what a partisan is?
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of people became partisans. Hirsh didn't become a partisan, but he came back to the ghetto. And one day he came to myself, my sister, and a fellow who was in charge of this trade union, Meishka, and said, look, I wrote 2 poems. We couldn't just come to the room and read the poem. This has to be done very, very secretly. But Hirsh wrote another poem. Zog Nit Keynmol as du gehst und lässt uns sein. What is...
Komme weg nach unser ausgewählte Schau. Es wird erbeugt und unser Tod nur seinen Tag. Komme weg nach unser ausgewählte Schau. Es wird erbeugt und unser Tod nur seinen Tag.
Beautiful. When Hirsh read it, he didn't have the music for it. And you speak Yiddish. He was silent. Zog Nit Keynmol, an order, as du gehst dem letzten Weg. Do you get it?
Yeah.
He wanted to inspire us, so we should fight against the Germans, and we should never lose hope. Hope is a very important thing in life. We listened to the poem.
So how many of you were listening?
There were 4 of us. There was Hirsh, naturally. There was a fellow who was in charge of the trade union, Meishke. There was my sister, Bella. I have a twin sister who lives in Australia, in Melbourne. And myself, 4 of us. Naturally, we liked the poem very much, and people eventually started to sing it as a hymn, you know. Everybody needed some kind of spiritual support, something what would help him to survive and fight. And this helped us. He left a legacy. He left something to remember him for. And what is it?
The song.
The song. The song which you come to sing here. And every time when I hear the song, I remember Hirsh Glik, and I get my tears in my eyes. A good friend of mine perished. But he was a hero. Why?
What's special about the partisan song?
We always sing it.
We always sing it, yeah. The song spread, didn't it?
Spread like
And what did it give people? Hope.
And it was translated in many languages. People in France sing it, in Argentina, in Lithuania, in Russia, in Poland. It's such a famous song.
And but you were one of the first people to hear it.
Yeah, I was one of them. I was privileged.
That's pretty amazing. So Hirsh Glik had it in his head and then finally wrote it down. And then Phillip was one of the first people to hear that song. Well, as a poem. And then they actually found music that is actually a Russian song, and they matched it because it was a march. What inspired Hirsh to write the song?
He was a poet. So naturally, a poet wants to write. Like a musician wants to play music, a dancer wants to dance. That was part of his personality. But there was something else. We're living in the ghetto, where we never knew how long we'll survive, if we will survive at all. So this song gave us the hope, the strength to fight against Germans, the strength to live. Because people not only need the strength, you have to eat to be strong, but you need spiritual support. What does it mean, spiritual?
inside, like you need hope for, like, in your heart.
Yeah, it's something in your heart which helps you.
I was told that he was inspired by the events of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising.
Basically, people think so. I personally don't think. He never said it. He was rather inspired by the deeds of this girl.
And by the partisans.
Yeah, by the partisan. Her name was Kempler.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Asheinen Dank euch.
Zog Nit Keynmol dem letzten Weg. Die Wörter Kaczerginski, das ist ein Partisanermarsch, ausgeführt von Betty Segal, akkompaniert Kiva Deiches, Amatone von der Idischer Münchener Historischer Kommission.
Zog Nit Keynmol als du gehst dem letzten Weg, wenn Himmeln bleiere verstellen Leute. Kommen wird noch unser ausgebänkte Show, Wetter beugt und unser Trotz wir seinen da. Weil kommen wird noch unser ausgebänkte Show, Wetter beugt und unser Trotz wir seinen da.
Warszawy.
Den Himmeln bleien verstellen bläue Tage, weil kommen wird noch unser ausgebänkte Show. Uns wird abbeugt und unser Trott mir seinen da. Nos hat der Volk zwischen Fallen die gewinnt, das Lied gesungen mit ner Gannes in die Hand. Nos hat der Volk zwischen Fallen die gewinnt, das Lied gesungen mit ner Gannes in die Hand.